Hey.
Hey.
That might have ended up really bad, but we'll see.
It might have been really good. We don't know.
Yeah. So, first of all, once we turn that down,
It's down.
let's turn that off. Okay. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that little bit right there.
That's us trying to do a something.
It's us trying to put the intro back in there. Hey, all these people in here. Oh yeah, we gotta get started. So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin,
I'm Gabe.
and you're watching 165 DangIT Prodcast. We're doing lives. You shit. We're live.
It's been a long time since I've done anything DangIT related.
I know.
I feel
it's been a couple weeks.
it's been a month.
Oh really?
It's been 4 weeks since I've been on.
What was the last time we were doing discussions? Probably, but
Yeah.
any games that we were playing, or maybe it was just
Nah, we didn't play any games.
oh, it's weird.
We did no games. And we did discussions, and then we skipped the podcast because you were just setting up your
this thing. Oh right, okay. Had to refresh, but Justin, Gabe. Hold on, let's see who's in the chat right now. Actually.
I saw Midnight.
Yes.
God, scroll on the right thing, Justin.
All right.
We have Midnight. We have Scorpio, Ice Shadow,
Let's see. I could have sworn I saw him. Oh well.
Ja'Cory,
Ja'Cory. We got Kirby.
and Siberian Hyena.
Hello.
Zane Khan and Random Blaze.
Nice. We got the originals here,
Yeah.
or our
A good
usuals.
number of them.
Yeah, that's good. Thank goodness you guys stick around because, good God, we're coming up on that 90,000 goal now.
Woo, 90,000.
Oh
man, we're sad.
It's kind of depressing when you think about it. I tend to not think about it as much as I can.
You know what I like to think about? The time that I balanced Rolio on my head.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Oh, that's fun. How long did I do it? I ended up doing it the entire podcast after I'd started.
Like, you were just kind of in your own zone. I don't think you were speaking too much.
I wasn't. My voice kind of
Yeah.
shook me and made me mess up.
So what's on today's menu, says Rating Plays?
On today's
Good of you
menu
to
is Gabe's succulent voice and these brand new mics.
Yes. You might want to actually talk close to the mic just so we can hear it in full quality and everything.
So what do you say, Justin? Is this close enough?
That's very well, within the range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, this is fine. This is also okay, but, anywhere, too far off, maybe, I guess that's okay, too. I think for the sake of, the setting here, it's totally fine. It's a very enclosed room, and since there's many objects, there's not a lot of, echoes or equal amounts of echoes where you can actually pick it up.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I might end up soundproofing it, though.
That'd be nice. It'd be good for your parents to not hear you or your rambling and my yelling.
I wonder if that actually works on the outside. Because, sure, there's, soundproof, walls, but I'm not sure if that counts, when I...
It definitely muffles it.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I'll have to, listen in, because I never... Well, with the particular, mounted wall foam, I didn't think that I would do something like that. Moreover,
Yeah.
it suppresses, echoes from the inside, but you can still hear something on the outside. That's why I picked it up.
You'll still be able to hear it, but it does kind of absorb a lot of the sound wave.
Yeah. And I was thinking of little different ways I could go about designing them by color and everything like that.
Well, if you want a cheap, easy, quick solution for now, the egg cartons.
Egg carton?
You know how you can get eggs on those big shelves of 80.
Yeah.
Those it's not the covered ones. It's just you stack the eggs on each other. If you nail those to your wall or tape them to your wall, those work well.
Wow.
They're real cheap alternatives.
Wow. And they do have the same shape to it too. That's really cool. Yeah. If I was going to do that, I'd probably rearrange my bedroom here just to see if I can make space. I would probably even think about moving my bed out of here. Although it is better to keep the bed here because it does do a lot of voice suppression or sound suppression, noise suppression.
If anything, what you should do is
Also rugs.
Yeah.
But
is do something super freaky weird where we have this whole setup up against over there. We just move your desk to that side and somehow have the camera and all the equipment here. And they're like, whoa, dude, I'm looking at your computer screen while you're doing your thing. How are you knowing what's going on? Little do they know, we have an advanced series of mirrors in front of us.
I'm thinking like 6 other mirrors, but they're really tiny. They come in cheap. But we got like maybe 2 packs of them, so we got like 12 mirrors, like all pointing to different aspects of the computer screen, which I can manipulate them all.
And we just have them here set up on strings and whatnot. And some of them have to be those like makeup magnifying mirrors because the distance between us and the screen is going to be outstanding as it travels around the room.
Man, how elaborate can you get with a room?
Extremely. Have you ever seen those rooms where kids have Hot Wheel track running up their walls and everywhere?
No, but I want to see it.
Yeah, I've seen a few things like that. I've also seen like hamster rooms.
Oh, really?
Where they have a hamster trail running all around and over and through the room.
That sounds amazing. But yeah, so Gabe, like as you said, it's been a while since you've actually been like involved with DangIT Productions. What have you been up to?
Work, and a lot of it. I actually had to cancel with you last week for any filming so that I could go to San Diego and do DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Yeah, I've mentioned that a couple times on here.
Yeah. How's that been as far as like I guess in general?
Relative success. San Diego's kind of died down, I think, ever since school ended.
Oh yeah. No, actually that makes sense now.
Kids aren't it's kids.
Yeah.
Kids is college age and below.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, after that you can't be a kid anymore. You're an adult.
Damn, dude, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I lied to myself.
And college age stops at 22. Once you're 22, you should be graduating college.
Or maybe you are starting college. Wait, if you graduate from high school but haven't gone to college at like say the age of 30 and you go back, are you still considered a kid?
No.
Damn. Because
there goes David's loophole of still being a kid. Just because you're still in college doesn't mean you're college aged. College age is how long it takes someone to get their bachelor's fresh out of high school.
I see what you mean. I had a guy who I guess he was doing well off like without the college degree, but then like something happened where he got laid off, and he decided to jump in and get his bachelor's, and he was in my Spanish class first year, and he was like 30 something. He was older than the professor.
Oh wow. So
it's like, wow, dude. And there are a few.
God, that's a young professor.
That's a young professor, yeah. She doesn't mess around. But yeah, there were a few students like in my classrooms who were like above their age, or at least like well enough into their adulthood, like where they would have a kid or something like that. I guess that's a pretty common thing, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, what else is it gonna go from there? So now that door dashing is kind of like died down, like when do you expect it to like kind of bring itself back up again?
I'd say 2 months into the school year.
Oh yeah.
Like once testing really starts kind of knuckling down on people.
It's like
and then midterms and finals will definitely everyone's ordering DoorDash because you're in the zone. You can't leave your apartment. You can't leave. You have to be nose deep in your book.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh man, I do need to join you on like one of these trips one of these days.
Yeah, because what's it called? The whole time that like finals was going on, San Diego was lit up like freaking
like Christmas.
It was absolutely red, and there like the final week before finals, everywhere was deep red, and they all had +2. Which means you get an extra $2 for every delivery that you do, regardless of what it is, just because they're that swamped. Here's your incentive to help.
Nice. Would you say that a lot of it's like coffee for the most part?
I'm not sure. Probably coffee, Jack in the Box. For vegans, I would say Thai food.
Okay. Nice, Thai food. That sounds nice. Thai food sounds nice right now.
Food sounds nice right now.
Food sounds nice right now. We'll have to talk about that afterward. This is a process that we go through, whether on camera or not. Food's like always like in there.
Yeah. You know what sucks? Scorpio. She's 25 and still working on that bachelor's. Come on, man.
I mean, at some point you'll have to go back to school too, or you want to. So you might end up being a little bit older. If you were plan on going back to school, what age do you think you'd end up going back?
If I went back to school? Honestly, as soon as I can.
Okay.
I just want to be able to pay for it. I don't want to be in a crippling student debt for the rest of my life.
True. So yeah, that is definitely one of the alternatives that people tend to do. They'll take a job. Like, say, example, if I wanted to go to grad school and I wanted to avoid like getting in debt, then I would have to spend a good couple of years just like working and building up all the funds required to pay off like everything. Or
you could be David, just become a professional
student.
Yeah,
professional student, be like crippling in debt, but also get paid for it later on once you get hired.
Because you don't have to start paying student debt if it's government aid until 6 months after you graduate, I think it is.
Something like that.
I think it's 6 months after you graduate, you have to start paying for it. So, if you never graduate, you never have to pay.
It's that side looking and looking back like, I love that. But, I don't know, I don't think I could ever do that, though.
You can't stay in school for 10 years?
Nah, like, once I finished, like, my bachelor's, I was like, I'm good, thanks. I could go to grad school, but that's just
yeah, I'm not too sure if I would ever, like, I'm not sure if I would go back to school. What I might do is just end up getting like a bunch of certificates and not degrees but certifications and all
right.
that.
I remember I had to take one when I was doing my work study in the cafeteria. You need a certificate in order to just like work there.
Yeah, I'd work on getting a whole bunch of certs and masteries.
Okay, like masteries as in like, is that like the master's degree of a certificate or?
Kind of. There's some things that you do that you get certified for, and there's some things that you're considered a master in. Oh, okay. So you'll get like your own little diploma-esque type thing.
Yeah, but it's not
your own
like
little sheet of paper that says master of this or this, and then you'll have other things that say like certified this, certified that.
I did see that on like, I mean, like whatever service store they go to, like whether it be like jeweler shops, so or like hair salons will have their own little thing. But I always associated that with like some kind of degree or education in school that you just earned from graduating, like a usual diploma or something like that. But is it? Oh, okay. All right.
Because for school it's like master's degree and bachelor's degree
in a certain
and then
study.
PhD in.
But then like
say the study.
Yeah. But versus like your actual like working profession, you need a certain certificate in addition to that. Okay.
It's weird looking at our feedback. Whoa, there's like zero delay. Earlier there was like a huge delay.
Yeah.
Your 1.4 second delay.
Yeah, I have a lot of setups for delay based on like whatever Elgato capture card I'm using, because they actually have like delays in there. Although I heard that the new one that they new one, or like, I guess their most current one coming out, has like zero latency, so that should also be real time. So what I was thinking is that like if you were ever ending up going to buy like one of my old Elgatos, I would just save it up and buy a new one for that. But otherwise, I'm pretty good with what we got.
Oh, but as I was saying before, I was distracted by zero latency. Is it's weird looking at our feedback and seeing some things blurred, like the lamp right here, and then the mic right here. Like you see a softness to it, while we come in rather crisp.
I think we're also kind of soft too. We're squishy, but let me see. I think it's because we're well lit, actually. I think that's the thing.
You don't think your camera's just that good?
It's weird. I don't think... Do cameras have that technology to pick out, like... things in like, well, I guess like this is foreground, that's background. We're like in the middle of all that, and I guess it's focusing on us, the middle ground, versus like these two.
It depends on the focus. The focus will tell you what it's gonna make sharper or clearer, and then you have your aperture, which as it constricts, it'll haze out things. So less light will come in. So the things that it's seeing often out of focus come in way duller. So like Good Mythical Morning, how their background isn't miles away. It's like right behind them, but it comes in so blurry and so soft. It's because their aperture is really tiny.
Yeah.
And that's something you do with like more professional-esque type cameras.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was thinking about how when I use my camcorder, one of the days that we decided to go to my school to do the podcast, we actually zoomed in to our faces, and that created a blurring effect for everything in the background for some reason. I didn't really understand the science behind it, but
it's we kind of changed the whole dynamic of how it was zoomed in.
Yeah.
Well, how much of the frame was taken up.
Yeah.
Because right now, a lot of the frame is more backspace than anything else. When it's 900% foreground and then just 1% background, its focus and aperture and all that is going to really be focused on here. Everything else is just barely making it through to it.
Okay. So, hold on. I could have sworn that someone's asking about like advice or something like that. Oh, finally got a shirt on, Gabe? Well,
I'm not in my home.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, Jakar was also saying something else. Doing some school shopping for my junior year of high school. Anybody got any advice for this new junior?
Junior year of high school. That's actually like the time when you need to have as much shit prepared for you.
Yeah.
In school. Senior, a lot of people are like, "Oh, senior year, you have to." Da, 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 da. You really don't. Senior year, you're already
you've kind of figured everything out.
Yeah, you're coasting through. Most of your classes are electives. You're taking like English and social studies, and that's like your only mandatory classes. Everything else is elective, and the only real projects you have are, oh, here's your final big essay that you have to do.
Right.
And that's it. It's your term paper.
Yeah, it's your term paper, really. That's it. Or what was it?
It's your controversial issue.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah. But or maybe I'm thinking about college where you have your big paper, your thesis.
Yeah, that's college.
Yeah, that's college.
High school, your thesis is controversial issue.
Yeah. I
and you spend like 2 months working on it.
But realistically, you spend a week.
Yeah. You spend 2 months in class researching, and then you go home and like, I've got this.
And
and then you look at your watch and realize that tomorrow it's due, and so
you're like,
you drink your 6 Red Bulls, take your shot of adrenaline, and shakily sip your double shot of espresso, and go for a 36-hour typing spree in the next 4.
Mm-hmm. Also, someone's mentioning like the lagging on the video. Sorry, that's just how the internet is. It's been like that recently, ever since summer started. Like,
so what I'm hearing is everybody's on the internet.
Everyone's on the internet, yeah. Especially on like a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sharing all of that internet with everyone else. So it's slowing everything down, and that's just something I had to get used to, especially like with our router just like slowing down several times, in which we have to reset it like at least twice a day. It sucks.
Oh, I just noticed your game systems right there.
Oh yeah, they're right here. They're staying on the side there.
Xbox One and your
Switch.
Nintendo lever.
The lever?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
A Switch is just a really small lever.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what you mean. The Nintendo Micro lever. They can't. Well, I guess they can use Micro because they use the Game Boy Micro.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag feeling the shame.
Feeling the shame.
I still think the best one was Stephen Loshota's.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mark.
Yeah, Mark chimed in earlier. He's hanging out with his friends and girlfriend.
Nice. Wait, what are you doing? Go talk to them.
We're more important.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right.
What are your thoughts on YouTube's design?
Well, what do you mean?
The design?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Well, we're on YouTube right now. So
yeah, like
let's open up another YouTube.
I don't know if you ask me about that kind of stuff. I always think like, well, it's tailor made to everything. Are you talking about how you scroll to a thumbnail to something and it automatically plays a bit of like the video itself?
Does it? Oh shit!
That's a really tight thing.
That's cool. They've caught up with porn sites.
Oh, porn does that too?
Yeah.
I got something right. Something else.
Yeah. You go on a porn site, you kind of thumb over a thumbnail and it'll show you some highlights.
Little highlights. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I think Vimeo did that for a little bit, or was it Dailymotion? I don't remember.
I think it was Dailymotion.
Okay.
But Dailymotion, it wasn't like you thumb over it and it plays the clip. It's like if your cursor's on the left, it'll show one, and then as you slowly go to the right, it'll show different stills.
Oh yeah, they kind of have that for Adobe Premiere too, as you kind of scroll through it. Mm-hmm. What else is there? Justin, you want to play Halo China? Yeah, Zane, I saw your message earlier. I'm not sure because like Gabe and I have like a long day of like filming.
We have to make up for a month of missed filming.
But we only have like the 3 series in mind right now, which is Dragon Ball Super, Boruto, and My Hero.
Mm-hmm. Did any movies come? Have you seen Valerian?
No, I haven't. You want to go see Valerian? Or
Oh man, I've seen it.
Yeah, damn it.
I've seen it.
I don't know. There was a lot of hype for it, even though for me it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just like, what do you think of it? I guess, like, just one word to describe it.
If I use my one word to describe it, it's gonna give the movie away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or like one sentence is you just say it ends. I'm like, Gabe. Oh, I told you not to spoil it. It ends, dude. God, how can I watch it now?
For everyone that's like, oh, we miss Anaya and Steven and Nolan. I actually talked to Anaya the other day.
How's Anaya doing?
He's still black. He's rather lanky. He's alive.
That's good.
Yeah. Steven's alive. Or at least, I believe he is. If he's not alive, someone has access to his Facebook.
And Nolan's doing okay as far as I remember. The last thing I saw was him like in a new apartment, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah, it was like a recorded Facebook thing. So that's cool. Happy to see he's doing things.
You know, this is the longest we've gone with a live stream. And we haven't been called by Nolan and or Steven.
I think it happened last time too. Maybe. Or no, that's when they're also in chat as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's strange.
What the hell is 4F?
4F? What do you mean?
4.5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It looks like an F. You can't tell me that 5 doesn't look like an F.
Yeah, it's like a slanted F or... No, it looks like an F.
Yeah. But, some news. I got a cat.
You got a kitty.
I got a kitty. A kitten.
But why, though?
Miranda wanted one. That's to answer Raina Blaze. Miranda and I are doing rather well. Yeah, I got a kitten. Her name is Terry.
Terry?
Yeah.
Got Tootsie and Terry.
Terry Torpedo Cotta.
Wow. Whoa.
We've established Miranda established a baseline that she's going to name all the pets that we have with the first letter being T.
Okay.
And I told well, mainly because I told her I'm never going to name the pets. I'm just going to give them a last name. And so she named it. I gave it a last name. And she gave Tito the nickname Torpedo.
Oh, okay.
And then once we got Tootsie, she kind of had the same behavior to where she'll just run and just keep running places. So I'm like, I think all of our animals are just going to be Zoomers. And so all of them just have the middle name Torpedo.
Okay.
That's their connecting feature.
It's like I'm watching a One Piece theory on the D's. Oh yeah, nice translation of Lion King.
Oh yeah, it's a lion. There's a lion. A lion. There's a lion.
It's brilliant. I never thought I would see it coming.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to see Detroit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I had a chance to see Dunkirk. Didn't take it. I saw Baby Driver instead.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
I've not.
Come on, man. You have to go watch movies.
Not
how can we do discussions if you don't have things to discuss?
I usually watch it with you.
I got it from you.
And I haven't really watched anything like with my coworkers either. So just like whenever I have free time, it's usually editing videos.
Are you afraid to go to the movies on your own?
I've done it before. I've done it with Guardians. It sucks. Well, no, it doesn't. It's weird.
Is it?
It's kind of weird for me. Like,
I've never had a problem with going to the movies by myself. I would, when I worked at Harkins, I often went to watch movies on my own.
Well, like, I can understand that, like, working at Harkins, it's like, it's a free movie. Why not? It's like, but...
Well, even then, if I had the money to watch movies, I'd still go and watch movies on my own.
Yeah, I guess I'm just, like, one of those people who... And I guess I can see that whenever, like, I'm walking by anyone who's watching a movie. I can never really watch a movie unless someone else is already playing it.
Wait,
so...
What?
It has to be convenient for me to watch a movie. That's what I mean. If I make the decision to watch a movie, it's like after a lot of like decision making. Like, okay, do I want to spend like an hour and a half watching this? Because like I try to allocate the amount of time I have to doing like something actively versus like something passive. So like even video games, I think of like as an active thing I do, which is like me actually like engaging whatever it is, versus like watching a movie where I just like sit down and just kind of let it all like sink in. Although I do marathon things a lot sometimes on like TV series. That's kind of
so
different.
How do you feel about like? Well, I was gonna say, how do you feel about watching shows or what's it called, or reading a book? Because those are both very passive things.
I think it's because they divide it up into like, well, an episode's like about like 23 minutes long or something like that, and you know books are divided up into chapters. That is my break in between things, so it doesn't feel like that short amount of time wasted for me. So I can like sit down and like watch an episode or two, and I'm totally fine with that. Versus watching a full-on movie, which can go as long as, for me, it's been like, as long as 2.5 hours or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I haven't left this spot in 2.5 hours.
That's about your limit.
Yeah, that's about my limit.
So you can't watch Deathly Hallows Part 2?
How long was that? 3 hours?
3 hours.
Wow. Man, I remember watching the Wooden Midnight premiere of that. No, it's like if I'm with friends, then I find that as justification to like actually sit down and watch a movie. But if it's like on my own, it's like I'm not sure if I want to, because I feel like I'm using up a lot of my time and not really doing anything with it, whether it be like engaging with other people or... No, really, that's it. Engaging with people, that's like one of my only excuses to like watch a movie. Otherwise, I kind of can't on my own, because I feel like I'm using up a lot of my time, which I could be doing something else.
For those of you wondering, these are Mixels.
Nah, that's the name of the company that does all these mic stuff.
Yeah.
They actually have a good lineup.
Yeah, Mixel.
Mixel.
I'm seeing a lot of questions about the pets. Tootsie is actually the nickname that Miranda's grandmother have, and that's the name that she gave the dog. However, I did turn it into a candy. I gave it the last name Pop. Mm-hmm. She's Tootsie Torpedo Pop. For how Terry and Tootsie are getting along, they're getting along very well.
That's good.
They didn't at first. It took a while for them to warm up, but now Terry is very submissive to Tootsie, and the fact that when Tootsie comes bolting across the apartment, headbutting Terry and then assaulting her with licks, she just kind of lays there and meows at us for help. She actually had a brother.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah. We originally had 2 cats. Mm-hmm. We adopted them from my coworker. Okay. His cat, well, his sister's cat, had recently had a litter of kittens, and they were the only 2 that they couldn't exactly get rid of at the time. Okay. And so he's like, "Do you want to have some cats? Because we're just gonna get rid of them."
Oh,
Like, oh yeah, sure. So we got 2 cats. One is an all black cat, and that one's Terry.
Okay.
Super skinny and lanky. The other was her younger brother, Toby.
Okay.
And he was a gray and darker grayish striped cat.
Okay.
And our landlord found out that we had 3 pets. There's a big old thing about it. And so we ended up giving Toby to my sister.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by the description of Terry. You didn't name it Tanaya.
Tanaya.
Black, little skinny, lengthy.
I don't name them.
Oh, yeah. Could have given the last name Tanaya.
Tanaya. No, I try and make a play on their names. Terracotta.
I guess, like, when in doubt. It's not like they really care about it.
Mm-hmm. Thanos is coming for...
It's coming to wreck. Yeah, wreck your shit, essentially. Rainblade, stop it.
Thanos is coming to wreck at your shit? What?
The devil has 3 heads, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for Rainblade. It's very incentive.
Why is he gonna wreck at my shit?
I don't know. He's just a really bad neighbor. Just watch out. What else is there? What were we talking about like previously? We're talking about the movies and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and the fact that you brought up Thanos. I am looking forward to Infinity War, but
if you had no one to watch it with, would you watch it on your own?
Infinity War? Well, that's a huge title, like movie title, so I have to watch it. Like having all these discussions on Marvel stuff, I have to watch it no matter what. I had to do that with like it was different circumstances, but I did that with Thor: Dark World too. Where I had to watch it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It was for my school, and we had to what was it? We had to analyze the movie in comparison to the promotional poster that they had for it. If I recall correctly, it was Jane and Thor. Like Thor has arms around Jane, and he just had a whole bunch of things happening in the background, like usual. It's pretty usual.
A standard Conan the Barbarian type thing.
Yeah.
So at a quick glance, I realized you and I use the mics very differently.
Yeah.
Yours in the sense that yours is right in front of you, you're talking into it and all that. I kind of keep mine off to the side. I was like, that's the whole reason I was like wonking with it before we even started is I didn't want to talk directly into it. I wanted it to kind of be off to the side for me.
Oh yeah. I try my best because I know that's like the most like input I can give to the mic to make it as clear as possible. Because I think that just like watching all the bunches of the YouTube videos nowadays, I find that the more I hear of like the person's voice and like versus like the background, I think that what draws me the most. So I just kind of take it from example and try to like talk as much and as close as possible in a comfortable manner. I know that you and David tend to talk away from the mic.
What?
That's okay-ish for now. So, yeah.
Like, I don't care how close it is. I just don't want it, like, in my...
I know what you mean, though.
In my mouth range.
Oh, that's what you mean like that. It's weird,
like,
for sure. It's
like,
something I
right
have
here,
to
it's
use.
like, it's in front of me. My eyes are going to focus on it, and I'm going to be, like, all fucked up from it.
My initial issue was, like, maybe focusing on a game, but having this right in front of me might be distracting. And some people would, like, just have, like, the adoption of just, like, having to the side, and that's fine, too. It's just that sometimes, like, the voice just kind of trails off. This is what I get a feeling of. But honestly, I could, like, talk, like, farther out. And, like, I know, like, who I need to focus on. And this is just, like, something supplementary. But I also make, like, an effort to keep myself as close as possible, at least in the mic, so you guys can hear. What else is going on with people in the chat? Current's going on about Terry.
Yeah. Terry is Anaya in cat form. Not really. Because she's thin and long, but normal looking. Anaya's thin and long in a Slender Man kind of fashion. You can't tell me he won't work perfectly in a Slender Man costume if he were to shave his head again.
He would fit the role perfectly.
Yeah.
You just do this like, oh god, Slender Man.
I'm like really... At this point, I really wonder what it would... Whoa. Like, me talking into this, it feels... Live streaming session. Shouldn't that be on the other side of the door?
It should.
I'll get it.
Okay. Watch out for the light there, too. What were you saying? We can still pick you up from here.
I can't watch out for this light. It's all in the way.
Yeah. There's also something on the other side, too, that says light. Like, behind the door. Careful opening it.
I feel you should have both sides say live stream in session.
That's what I thought too. I'll have to fix.
One side have one that says, "Oh, also the light stands behind the door." Because this feels like two messages that would probably be together very often.
Yeah, I kind of divided it based on like recording and live streaming, but they essentially require the same thing. So.
Well, what you could do is just say recording in progress on both sides, and then underneath one side you put light stand behind door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Open with caution. Oh, but as I was saying, I jumped from 1 to 2 to 3. So I'll work backwards. I already covered 3, so we're on 2 now. 2, when I talk into this, it sounds so different to me because I can't hear myself back.
What do you mean by that?
Like when I'm talking this way, I can hear a very subtle reverb in my voice.
Oh, that's
as opposed to when I'm talking into here, I can't hear it. So this is kind of killing all echo that comes from my voice.
Oh,
that makes me sound
I see what you mean.
Normal. So like,
this is definitely different then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can hear a difference when you're talking into that as opposed to like talking to that wall, can you?
Yeah. Like I see, especially talking to like a flat wall versus here where it's actually like actively catching it and trying to not spread it around.
All right. So that's 2.
Okay.
All reeling all the way back to 1.
Okay.
I wonder what it would be like to kind of have this whole setup going on, but we have we had one more step of professionalism where we have like the headphones on.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
We could do that
because I've seen that with some podcasters where
they want to like keep monitoring their voice. So if there's anything, especially like if say like audio gets cut off, then maybe you won't be able to hear that. But the problem is that the headphone jacks here require like an adapter to it.
Oh, they're what is it, like 3.5 millimeter?
Yeah. Or well, we have 3.5.
Yeah, ours is 3.5 millimeter. Those ones are like what, like 1.9, 1.7 millimeter, something like that.
Something a little larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like studio.
Yeah, right.
Jacks. I used to have an adapter for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but
Still number 1.
I'm done with number 1, but I had something else I wanted to say. I don't remember what. God, it's killing me to try and think of what I was gonna say.
Well, like, was it like related to anything in this room or like something outside of it?
Okay, we're now going to 4.
Okay,
we're jumping to 4. Or let's go with 1.5.
Okay.
What's it called? How cool would it be to kind of try a little challenge on ourselves where if we do get headphones and we do kind of listen to our audio on there and all that, delay the audio and see if we could word jam ourselves.
Oh no, that's the worst. I think if you get another version of this or like a higher grade version of a mixer, they do have like some special effects implemented into them, and one of them is a reverb, one's a delay. So you're pretty much just hearing a delay of yourself.
I remember seeing that on a few like podcasts or very talky type videos.
Yeah.
And there's always been like some special or whatever where they try and word jam themselves. So they'll have like a sheet of paper with some already tricky enough poem.
Okay.
And then they have to read it with the headphones on, listening to themselves read it at like, I think it's like, it was like a third of a second delay. Where it's like halfway through a word, you're hearing it.
That sucks. I think I have encountered that once before, but guy could not do it. That's tricky.
I think those would be real fun things for us to do. I guess it would be sensory manipulation.
Yeah. It would.
So the miracle berry, which I still really want to do, and I've been bringing this up
Miracle berry.
often over like the past 2 years, ever since we first moved into the apartment. Mm-hmm. And that's the one where it shuts down all taste receptors except for sweet.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I really gotta try. But where do we get our hands on one like that?
You can order them on Amazon.
Okay.
But so there's the miracle berry. There is there's limb disassociation.
Oh.
Where you put your arm on. Well, the most common thing that they do is they put your arm on a table. They put a screen to where you can't see anything past right here, so it'll cover all that. Mm-hmm. And they put a dummy arm in your vision. And so they'll stroke your hand while stroking the dummy hand and keep doing it and kind of get your brain to think, okay, that's it. And they bring a hammer and smash the dummy hand.
You're like, oh God.
Yeah. And people have reported feeling the pain of getting their hand struck with a hammer. Some of them are just freak the fuck out because their brain sees there's a hammer coming from my hand.
Oh man, I try to actively avoid that sensation, but it has to happen.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, word jamming.
Word jamming. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly because the other one would be like really expensive, and I don't know how we'd be able to kind of record it. And that's sensory deprivation.
Oh no. Like that sounds like a dark room. That sounds like
they have sensory deprivation pods and all that. Which they put you in a pod in body temperature salt water. Mm-hmm. That way you're floating in it. Mm-hmm. And you can't really feel the water because it's already body temperature. Mm-hmm. And it's a soundproof pod that they close. It's pitch black. Can't hear anything. You barely feel anything. And you just kind of sit and they say you start going through hallucinations.
Wow. I'm just thinking that is the right setting for me to imagine myself in space.
Yeah. Most often than not, people have very like meditative and nirvana type like experiences. Mm-hmm. And then people with like real troubled and fucked up minds, they see horrors.
Yeah, I can imagine that too. Mm-hmm. I think the last thing would be just like that instance of being deaf, mm-hmm. where you just like hear like a ring in your ear, and just like you lose all your hearing from that.
Or the world's quietest room.
No.
Have you heard of that?
No. Well, I mean, no, I guess not.
Yeah. It's a room that's, I think it gets rid of like 99% of all of noise.
Wow.
So even in like technically soundproof studio rooms, when you're talking, there's still a small bit of reverb that's coming back to you. In that, it's virtually none. And
so how's that like work out when you project like voice?
As you're talking in there, it just kind of goes, and I guess your brain doesn't register that it's going anywhere. Because, you know, like, if you're out in the field, you're going to hear wind breezing by. You're going to hear the sounds of nature. Sure, your voice may go off into the infinite and the void, but there's other noises to keep you preoccupied. With this, it's throwing you in a void to where your voice goes nowhere and there's no sound coming in.
Wow. That sounds like some kind of space type of deal. Mm-hmm. Like the
and
back
of course,
of space.
And of course, they have to make the room pitch black just to fuck with you.
Oh, great.
They say people kind of hang out there for at most 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, it does seem like one of those things where you just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's cool.
That they start freaking out after that long.
37 minutes? Oh, I gotta get out of here. How long have we been talking? 37 minutes. 37 minutes?
That was such a great moment. He went through so much. God, he went through like 19 different conversations and decided, yeah, I feel I should give you a name. I shouldn't call you computer voice lady.
What was the name?
It was. I'm gonna say Janet. That's not the name. But it's not with Janet.
Yeah, totally forgot about that one. So wait, is Rainy Blaze asking for something?
Is he?
Might be doing something. So maybe like asking for like.
They might be asking if we're gonna join Discord later.
Yeah. After the podcast. Someone to troll Dang and Halo or something. No. Andy. I hate you, Andy. Just kidding, but it's like.
I'm still mad at you about the whole
right?
About the whole fucking speedrunners bullshit.
Right.
Telling me again, bitch. I dare you. I gotten real fucking good at it.
Yeah.
You saw me playing on Unfair.
You're playing on Unfair.
Where your main rival is genuinely faster than you by a lot.
Yeah, by a lot. I actually noticed like on like a flat plane, that person will outrun you.
Like even it said go. And they're just gone already. Like it comes down to a good amount of skill to keep up. Skill and luck.
Yeah. No, Corinne. Basically, what happened was Andy was playing us like when we were doing Xbox Game Pass, and we were playing Speedrunners. New games? August, right?
It's August, yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be new games.
Oh, okay.
You want to do that later tonight?
We can do that. We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
After we do our
everything else that we have to do.
Yeah. I mean, we got like a shit stuff, a ton of stuff to do. Yeah, I think Corinne was actually missing from that live stream that we were doing for Game Pass.
She was. It was way too late.
Yeah, sorry. But you can still watch the videos, and that's where...
Break their .exe function.
Yeah, that's when Andy jumped in and joined us for Speedrunners. I won one of the matches, though.
Did you?
I did win one of the matches against Andy, so it's like, yes.
I don't think I won any, and I think that's what made me so mad.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Andy. I like how the camera's right in front of me, because when I point...
It's like...
It's right at the camera.
Ever since I left the city, you already know. This is such a bad thing. That's like borderline dad joke.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, I'm getting older.
See this thing? It used to ring, but not ever since you left the city.
Okay. I'll give you that.
That was a little more...
That's more elaborate. I got it.
I was like, how could I deliver that lyric without delivering it?
That's like an okay, Dad. Okay. Better whip yourself shaving at school.
Don't forget to water those plants right there this weekend. I hate myself.
No, don't. You're gonna end up like that anyway.
I think I'd make a great dad.
I hope
in like in a very objective manner, in the general definition of society dad. I'd make a great dad. Terrible jokes. Say I'm gonna build a deck. Never do.
Never do.
Spend 3 years fixing a bike that they've outgrown. And beating the wife and kids on a drunk Saturday afternoon.
Yikes. Let's not. Then you become fatherless.
What?
Well, I guess technically you're still a father, but you just don't have custody of the kids.
Yeah.
Dream Daddy. Actually, Dave and I have been playing that. We haven't gone far.
You've been playing it?
We've been playing it since last week.
Oh.
It's a slow start.
So you finally listened to Nolan?
Yeah. We had that plan ever since like they announced it. Dream Daddy.
So is it a gay simulation or just a dad trying to find a mom?
No, it's a gay simulation.
Okay.
Yeah. They're very, from what I see, it's a very subtle thing, which is nice. So it's just like...
It's not like I'm gay, it's I think I'm gay.
I think so, yeah.
This dad's looking mighty fine with his burly chest and
I think
broad shoulders.
I think the thing is that they set it up so you can decide like what the origin is, where it's like you either like are biologically related to your daughter, which is like a key character, or you're actually a gay parent. Yeah, an adoptive father.
Okay. I guess I would
So it just kind of gives you like more to play around with.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have Sonic Mania right now? I'm waiting for that too. Or, well, I guess I'm passively waiting. I just kind of want to see like how the reviews come in. It's probably gonna be like, it's probably one of those like great ratings where it's like an 8 for just like, oh, bring back the Sonic formula back to its roots type of like reviews.
What if it's one of those Pokemon reviews where it's
too much water?
Yeah, too much water. It's
too much retro.
Yeah, it adds a lot of new features, but it feels like the same game.
It's like, what? It's not what you.
What else would Pokemon be?
Right.
Too many Pokemon.
It is a sad, like, kind of contradictory thing where people want like some like old school stuff to come back or like reimagined, but it's like, oh, this seems way too much like the original, or like this is not original at all. Like,
you know what went really well on its comeback?
What was that?
Crash
Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
it's the same game.
Same game.
Like literally the same game, just they updated graphics. It's all the same gameplay, all the same levels and all that.
I heard
it just feels so good.
I heard from the creators that they made it slightly harder.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know in what way. I think it's like it was something very subtle about the falling speed. It's just like it's way too much.
Nice.
Or it's like really fast.
Oh, dude, that's gonna make that one fucking. I still remember that stupid goddamn fucking crate in one of like the first-ish levels. It's TNT, a crate, and TNT.
That sucks. I think I've seen that. Like seen Markiplier play a little bit.
And you have to jump up, fall, and time your kick perfectly. Otherwise, you're gonna hit the top one and die, or hit the bottom one and die.
That sucks, dude.
Now with 4K definition with better collision detectors, the timing has to be even more perfect.
Sucks. Zane was actually bringing something up. Like, what's the one podcast that will, I guess, always stick in your head? From us? That one? That's episode 6. Yeah, that's episode 6. Mine was 52. That was the year review one. That was the 2.5 hour, might as well have been an Avengers 3 video. Because of the sheer length of it, but how much we were able to retain over the course of 52 episodes. Now we can't. But like, I miss that.
I think another one that's gonna stick with me for a stupid long time is when Nolan's bitch ass threw my donut.
Oh no! Oh, that was so bad, dude. Oh, that made it so... Also, now doing the Lion King translation was also a good one, but oh man. Oh god. And then you remember the first live stream, which was a shit show.
New Year's?
That was New Year's. That was when we left the stream.
We had to leave to go get a mic because it was just...
Yeah. And then something happened. Steven got super triggered somehow.
Did he?
I think so, because he was like preoccupying like the chat too with a bunch of other girls. I think that's where the Shoda thing came in somewhat.
No, Shoda came way after. Are you sure it was that and not sure it was Steven, not Nolan?
No, it was definitely Steven like occupying the chat while we were gone. And I think it was one of those high school like ish relations or situations where people will have like the majority of their opinion like placed upon you while you're like voting against it. It's just like, oh no.
Was it him shaving his beard?
No, it wasn't that. It's like
was it him shaving his beard or shaving his ass?
I
remember it was him shaving something because that's when I was cutting my hair. And he was like lividly saying, no!
Huh. I don't remember him like voting against you shaving your head, but
no, it was...
It's him?
It was like people in the chat saying for him to like shave his ass or shave his beard or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And he was adamantly against it.
I wonder what that feels like, shaving your ass.
Yes, I remember when the Oreo thing happened. That was during our Naruto live stream.
Yes, I remember that. Or was it Minecraft? I think it was a little bit of both.
It was both because we did a gaming live stream. We ended up playing Minecraft, and then we did Naruto.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Oreos just kind of, they were there, very subtle, and they kind of disappeared.
The streams are always rated M when Gabe is here. Nice.
Wait, is that like a legitimate thing, or is that just like a word of mouth?
I don't know.
Gotta bring that up in another.
No, we don't have to. This guy should have sold Gabe Oreo's t-shirt.
Maybe. I was kind of curious and decided to design like a DangIT Productions shirt. I saw that they had like team numbers in the back that I tried out. That'd be interesting. And I think that'd just be for the team, but like because like we're all like spread out, and I really don't know like who's gonna be regulars here and there. I kind of don't know if I should make one like for the entire team or not, because well, I need to know their shirt sizes.
I would say what?
Large,
medium. Steven is large. Anaya is large.
Nolan's medium.
No, I think Nolan might be small.
Small? I'd
Let's
go
medium. Sephi would be medium.
Medium female, I think.
Christoph would be extra large, I think.
I want to say large. Oh, well, that's one I definitely need to double check with.
Because he's taller than I am and definitely wider than me.
Okay.
So he'd be extra large. Or how does large fit on you? Is that large?
Yeah, that's a large.
He's extra large.
Yeah.
And then Miranda's small. I think that's the entire. I think it's both. Oh, David. David's
a large, I would say.
Large?
Yeah, I would say large. He's taller than me for sure. So.
Yeah. Well, he's taller and he's bulkier, so I'm not sure if he's extra large. That's one.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Josh was so mean. Why you gotta be like that?
What do you say?
I remember when Gabe wasn't here. Best streams ever. So mean. So rude. I mean, I appreciate your allegiance to me, but we gotta be not. If you're gonna be on my team, you gotta accept everyone, no matter how much you dislike them.
Cause yeah, I was showing you the cups too that I wanted to do.
What was it? The cups?
Mm-hmm. Well, the water bottles.
Just to have. Oh, I see.
Those have been cool.
Yeah, something like a metal water bottle like this one.
Yes and no. Like I like metal water bottles just because they kind of really keep their temperature very well. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when they're new, you taste all the metal.
Yeah, you're right. What about like plastic water bottle? But those legitimate water bottles that aren't like something store bought.
Yeah, those like sturdy plastic ones.
Yeah, the sturdier ones.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, I was wanting to do that.
Okay.
I was when I sent you all those pictures and told you about it, I was actually at one of those embroidery places where they do that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what those look like though. As far as what you had sent me.
Mm-hmm. I think they were on this phone. I don't think I had my new one at the time. So let me check my messages. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Jesus Christ. It was double and it was triple sending all your messages to me.
Yikes.
Last time that we talked.
Whoops.
Yeah, thanks a lot, dickhead.
You're welcome. I'll be sure to like send double of everything so you get like 3 times as much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what you're looking at. It's like okay,
like a sports bottle.
Okay.
With that thrown on there.
Yeah. This is gonna be like wrapping around though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to a point, because I was gonna probably have it be on one side and then our names on another.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or underneath. Ooh, I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
We could do the whole logo like on the main body.
Okay.
And the name wrap around that top bit.
Sure. Okay. There we go.
So if ever I get around to that.
Yeah. Same idea with like shirts. I might have to look into that too.
Mm-hmm. I feel we should get shirts with pockets.
Yeah, I'll look into that too.
Pocket shirts are fun.
They are fun. It's like they make for the best like first person like GoPro or second to best like GoPro like perspective shots.
You'd have to have like a really sturdy pocket though, because
yeah, they do shake a little bit.
Well, not just that. I think the weight of the GoPro would just like rip your pocket off your shirt.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like just like phone, you know, sticking out and you're just using the camera from there.
Yeah.
Just to get that perspective. But otherwise, yeah, you're right.
You know what else?
You need a mount.
You know what else it would work well for?
What?
Your lapel mics that you wanted to get.
Yeah, that helps too. Whenever we're out in the field or something like that too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have everything set up here so we can continue to use these. Although, I was comparing like Game Grumps like episodes too with like how like our mic setups are going, and maybe I just need to put like more like input like or volume on these guys versus like the game. But their voices definitely come in like very clear, and that's mainly because they use shotgun mics. So that thing is like pretty close to them, and these are like built to be set like as far away as like in a field too, and you'll still be able to pick them up. So having that enclosed and so close to you is very dynamic.
If you see here, Dingery, we have a crocodile way off in the savannah over there, about to take itself a nice looking gazelle. We're about 300 meters, 9 quids, and 16 pences away.
Pences.
And so, with this fancy air shotgun mic of here that I got, we can hear all the action.
Brilliant.
Nowhere else in the world are you going to get such top quality audio like that on a scene like this, such far distances. This has been the review on this here bloody shotgun mic. Signing out.
Well, first of all, Zane was saying, like, do you live stream tonight? Probably not, just because we're recording a lot of stuff. And also he added on with, Dave sounded like he was having a lot of fun playing Sword Art, like in the recent episodes. You've been sadly mistaken. He's never having fun.
Him and fun don't go together. He's gone through too much like political science to have fun anymore.
He's doubled in too much whatchamacallit, politics to understand that fun can just be fun. But for him, fun is with a little dash of something else. Welcome to DangIT Productions, Animal Planet. Just, oh, that sounds great.
All right. Corin saying I should commentate some nature videos.
I love that. That sounds amazing. It's like Snoop Dogg doing like Animal Planet commentary.
Oh yeah. Oh, this motherfucker right here messed up. Oh shit. He's running. He's good.
No, don't do drugs.
So my question is, of like the 6 people that are here, well it says 8. Of the 8 people that are here, how many of you guys saw me playing Gears of War as a live stream?
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah. I was playing Gears 4 online.
Oh, okay.
And after a certain point I started talking like an angry Scottishman.
I feel like I've heard that before. Well, I think like you and like going to a different accent happens on occasion.
Yeah, every now and again I kind of throw myself in an accent. Andy says he was there and he saw it. I had fun doing it.
I miss doing
I genuinely have no idea where the accent came from. I just at one point started yelling like an angry fucking Irishman.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that. That was like on one of Nolan's little parties that I remember you changing to an accent for a while.
Oh, at the party I was doing Mickey.
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself like that's gotta hurt the throat.
After a while it did, yeah.
Yeah. Also, your back also got like stretched.
Oh yeah,
too.
I fucked the hell out of my back. I tried to lift Miranda like Peter Griffin said. Bend at the hips, eliminating your legs from the equation. And when you do lift, use a twisting jerking motion.
And I guess that did work out.
Yeah, I threw out my back, and I was on the ground for I have no idea how long.
Probably for the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah. Definitely the rest of the night, but it lasted way longer than that. I think it went into like that whole weekend.
Oh my god.
Where I had to be super careful because it just hurt.
So, speaking of like those live streams, how often have you been live streaming?
I haven't live streamed since I stopped way back at the house.
Wow. So the Gears of War thing was just kind of like a Discord maybe invite thing, whatever.
Well, no, that was still at the house that I did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was way back then. I'm just thinking about like how I would like to do that again, but
Joshua,
yeah,
it's accept, not accept. ACCEPT.
please. But you'll have to do what I do so my mom would accept me. Put candy around your neck right now. What?
Haha, Andy. You can't get me with your damn ass things because this phone, I actually switched service to another phone that just, I think Wednesday was 3 days ago?
Something like that? Yeah, you said
Yeah.
Wednesday, so 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago. I broke it. So I have no phone service for anything anymore. So you and your damned messenger messages won't get to me. Or any other messages.
I'm vouching for you and the fact that like I have a hard time getting in contact with Gabe. I was texting him, but he wasn't replying. I'm like, okay.
You act like I'm trying to be your friend.
Well, on occasions we have to be like that.
It's only for the camera, Justin.
It's only from the camera. After that, it's just like, no, fuck you, no, fuck you too.
Yeah. You and I don't have a relationship like me and David.
Yeah, but Dave and I have a good relationship too. So it's lazy intermediary. I get it.
Dang, good question. Why is it called football if you're holding it in your hands? Because you run with your feet and you have a ball.
Well, it's such a weird thing that they'd kind of adopt. It's essentially like formerly known as like American football, and that's just the name that's been given when football is actually for soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it somewhere in Europe that they gave the name to it, or it's Great Britain that gave it the name soccer?
England dubbed the game soccer,
and so it's just like it's a tug of war, like whether we want to call it soccer or football.
That stupid goddamn World Cup skit. Soccer, football, soccer, football, soccer, football, soccer, football. Motherfucker! Oh, God.
Oh, Josh was saying, like, do I have Messenger? I do, but as far as talking to people, like, outside of, like, my close-knit community, like, I kind of keep that separate from, like, YouTube and social media kind of stuff. You can talk to me like on Discord, like whenever I am there, and you're always free to comment like on whatever social media thing I have. Should be in the doobly-doos. I shouldn't say doobly-doos. I think that's copyrighted.
Who says doobly-doos?
I think doobly-doos. That sounds like a Game Grumps thing, but
I look so high right now.
It's whatever, dude. You look fine. Don't worry about it.
God, I can't think of it.
Justin, I realize you always ask David first thing before you continue to do it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what does that mean? And yes, we should do Dang It Nature videos.
I like it now. I immediately like it. So what would be like the subject? Who was our subject that we're gonna focus on?
I don't know. Part of me I don't know if we should do like
Tootsie's like a pretty safe one,
like
but
nature videos of just people out in the open, have them sign a release and whatnot, or if we should find just some public domainy-esque enough videos of Animal Planet and I just redub over it.
I think what we need to do, maybe go to a zoo. Well, I'm pretty sure you could film like with a phone or something like that and just do that. Mm-hmm. Brandon's here. Hello, Brandon.
The thing is, with nature videos, it's never live commentary.
That's
it's always voiced over.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like we'll just like voice it over like once we get all the recording done.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kind of like go with the flow of things. I think the best thing is if we capture like, I think either a rhino or hippo shitting. If we capture that by itself will help out a lot.
I was like, what am I running up on? It's this little floor mat that you have.
Yeah.
This is like
It's
like a car mat or something? Because that's a weird cut that it has in it.
Yeah, it's for like office things.
Eh.
It's for your chair.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what's going on.
I know we've been like way over the time though.
We're only 10 minutes over.
10 minutes.
That's what? 1/6. 1/6 is 12.5. 5. No.
I don't keep track of that.
It is 16.5555555555555%.
I don't keep track of that. I'm sorry.
Keep track of what?
I don't keep track of like that kind of measurement.
It's half of a third.
Just like nah. Like the moment you started like doing calculations, like my mind just like tuned out. And I started to think about Animal Planet.
Okay, you college graduate. Mr. Oh, math is so hard.
Mr. I don't care about math. You're talking to the wrong person when it comes to math. It's just like it's a thing that I was good at, but I didn't like, so I didn't focus on it. So that's why like I mean like this is like all credit to like my high school teacher at the time for doing well and teaching us like calculus for us to do well on the calculus exam. So like I gave myself like one free semester of math, and then I just math. I heard myself right. It's math.
Math.
It sounds like that, yeah. Math. It's a mixture.
Hurry, translate the code.
61, 91, 72, 3, 12, 63, 51. Oh, these are separate numbers too. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Current's on my same wavelength. It's like tuned out immediately. Thank you. Why not? Why is that conversation just like us?
I don't know.
It's creeping me out.
It is. You guys need to not find each other because you're going to end up stealing our thunder.
Yeah. Let's end the podcast. We got stuff to do, actually.
We do.
Yeah, so...
And we've kind of run out of
things.
Good wording.
Good wording.
Yeah.
As we continue to do the podcast, we just slowly just dissolve into something. See, I'm running out of words already.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to give you the same effect, though. It's just going to be like... Well, I guess you could play it right now. If you want to.
Yeah.
All right. So as we kind of do a little thing right here as we try to set things up to close. Not really much. We were just catching up on things since Gabe's been gone for a while, and now he's back, and we're gonna just continue doing like video stuff, doing live streams as usual, and we'll just see whatever things pick up from there.
So you're not gonna tell them that this was my farewell podcast and never come back on? Okay. Hashtag bye.
Oh, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of DangIT Prodcast. Not that. All right, you guys have been watching episode 165 DangIT Prodcast. My name is Justin.
I'm good.
And thanks for watching. Hashtag bye.